I welcome you to the next part of Waifu Analysis. Today I will tell you about Akeno Himejima from high school DxD. I would like to thank you for your time, and without further ado, I invite you to analysis. Appearance: Akeno is a teenage girl of Rias' age, with attractive curves and violet eyes and long black hair, braided into a ponytail with an orange ribbon, although she sometimes wears it loose. Because of her unique beauty, she is often compared to Yamato Nadeshiko. Akeno most often wears the Kuu Academy women's uniform, which consists of a white shirt with long sleeves and a button-down collar. In the summer version, the sleeves are short. A black ribbon tied under the collar, a black cape covering her shoulders, an unbuttoned decorative corset, a purple skirt with white accents, brown moccasins and black socks. When she needs to use more powerful spells, she switches into her Thunder Priestess mode, donning the outfit of a Shintoist priestess, a miko, consisting of a white haori with red accents, a red hakama, and a pair of zori sandals with white tabi socks. When she revealed the fallen angeless form to Issei for the first time, one devil wing and one fallen angel wing sprouted from her back. In the mode of a fallen angeless, she grows 3 pairs of wings. Her clothing also changes. Armor that includes a micro bikini, thong, high boots with garters, gloves, and an amulet. All of these items are black with gold accents, with the boots and gloves featuring black feathers. Her wings are different from the usual wings of fallen angels. They are devil's wings with feathers. Personality: Akeno gives the impression of being an elegant and gentle girl, but during battle her sadistic tendencies come to light. Then she has no mercy for her enemies, whom she tortures and torments in every possible way, which brings her much joy. She loves to tease Issei and Rias. She started seducing the boy in the 3rd volume of the novel, and fell in love with him for good in volume 4. She shows her interest in him at every possible moment, which angers Rias a lot every time. Akeno also revealed that in addition to being a sadist, she is also a masochist. Akeno, however, has her own weak side, which comes to light when the girl discards Ojou-sama's mask and relies on a man, who could be her father, or Issei. If Ojou-sama finds herself in danger, she is then in danger of breaking down, though it can also lead to an increase in her tension. This happened during the King's game with the Citri group, when Issei was defeated, and when he died poisoned by Samael's blood. Although she is seductive toward Issei and acts like a mature young woman, Akeno is still innocent and emotional about love, and acts like a girl her age when she is on a date with Issei. Despite being calm and pure, Akeno feels jealous like other girls and fights for Issei. Powers and abilities. As Queen of Rias, Akeno possesses all the abilities of a jumper, a rook, and a goon, making her the strongest person in the group, right after Rias. Akeno is at the forefront of using magical attacks and elemental magic. In Volume 14, she also began learning defensive magic to increase her tower skills. In Volume 7, when her true identity as a fallen angelic is revealed, it turns out that she possesses the power of holy lightning, which she inherited from her father. During the events of Volume 12, Akeno gains access to the Fallen Angel mode, which gives her 6 black wings and enhances her ability to use holy lightning. Currently, this transformation requires the use of a special bracelet made by Azazel, but Akeno states that she will train so that she can do without this item. In Volume 14, it is revealed that sucking dragon powers from Issei has resulted in her being able to give her lightning bolts a dragon shape and make them act as if they have their own consciousness. It was also revealed that Akeno is great at sneaking around, and so good that no one is aware of her presence. History: Akeno is the only child of a Shintoist priestess, Shuri Himejima, and the fallen angel Barakiel, who is one of the leaders of the Grigori organization. As a child, Akeno was very attached to her mother, and her death shook her greatly. She then began to blame her father for not being able to protect her mother. She was then taken in by her parents' relatives, but when it came out that the girl had the blood of fallen angels in her, she was chased away by them. She was then taken in by Rias, who accepted her into her parish and gave her the status of queen. Many years later, she joined the Kuu Academy with Rias and helped her establish the Occult Club, where she became vice president. Akeno's character in the novel and anime Awakening of the Red Imperial Dragon. In the novel, Akeno first appears in Volume 1, when Ice comes to the room of the Occult Club. Later, she helps Rias kill 3 fallen angels, Donna Sika, Kalawarner, and Mittelt, while Isa, Yuto, and Kaneko rescue Asia. In Volume 2, she supports her mistress during the royal game against her fiancé, Riser Phoenix. She even manages to eliminate 4 figures of Riser's parry, but loses in a clash with his queen Yubaluna. Later, during Rias's engagement party, she knocks out the guards who tried to stop Isa. Birth of the Red Busty Dragon. In Volume 3 of the novel, Akeno shows her interest in Issei for the first time when she tries to seduce him while dissipating the dragon's power, which ends in a slight altercation with Rias. Later, during a clash with Kokabiel, her connection to fallen angels comes to light. She calls on Sirzex for help, as she convinces Rias that an attack by a powerful fallen angel is not something to be taken lightly. The battle is fought with varying fortunes, but with the help of Vali, who was sent by Azazel, the clash ends victoriously. In Volume 4, the Occult Club heads to the pool, where a serious argument ensues between Rias and Akeno over whose property Issei is. Later, the boy goes to the temple where Akeno lives to get the sword Ascalon from Archangel Michael. The girl then reveals to the boy that the blood of fallen angels flows in her veins. She hopes to be hated for this. However, Ice declares that he likes her very much, which makes the girl fall in love with him. During the peace talks between the three factions, Akeno is stopped by Gasper and does not participate in the fight against the terrorists who are trying to prevent the signing of the peace treaty. At the end of the volume, Akeno, along with the rest of the club girls, to Rias's dismay, moves into Issei's house. In Volume 5 of the novel, the entire occult club travels to the beyond to accompany Rias to the gathering of the youngsters. When Azazel presents Grimora's group with a plan for their training, he tells Akeno that she should accept the blood flowing through her veins. Although she has so far refused to use her holy lightning, after Issei's persuasion, she decides to use her power in the king's game against Sona Citri. When Issei is eliminated during the battle, Akeno becomes enraged, which shows how deep her feelings for him are. In Volume 6 of the novel, after the king's game against Diodora Astaroth is interrupted by the terrorists in collusion with him, Issei, at Koneko's suggestion, tells Akeno that he will take her out on a date if she manages to defeat the members of Diodora's steamship, which incredibly angers Rias. When Issei enters destructive fury mode, Akeno suggests to Rias that she use her own breasts to calm him down, and announces regretfully that she herself is not up to the task. Heroic Oppai Dragon. In Volume 7, Akeno goes on a date with Issei, but it is interrupted after they meet Odin, Rosweisa, and the girl's father, Barakiel, who is temporarily acting as Odin's bodyguard. She initially refuses to accept the man as her father, and even claims that he is not. Later, during the battle with Loki, under the influence of Issei's polyglot, she admits that she loves her father, but blames him for everything, otherwise she would have lost herself. After the battle, she finally reconciles with her father, and deepens her feelings for Issei by kissing him on the lips in front of all the girls, which angers them greatly. In Volume 10, she, along with Koneko and Asia, cures Issei of his fear of girls. Later, during the royal game against Cyrog, he suffers defeat in a clash with the hostile queen. At the end of the volume, along with the rest of the girls, she peeps Issei professing his love for Rias, and announces to the two that from now on she can get into a serious affair with Issei. In the 11th volume, Akeno, Issei, and Yuto go to Glazia Labola's territory to pass the test to become a middle-class devil. As they rest after the exam, they are suddenly attacked by Cao Cao and George, who have come to steal Ophus's powers. Both Grimora's group and Vali's team lose this clash, and the two opponents escape with the stolen powers of Ophus. At the end of the volume, when everyone is waiting for Issei to return from the collapsing dimension, Akeno, like the rest of the club, is surprised to find that only his devil spawn has arrived instead of Issei. She learns with great shock that Issei is dead. In Volume 12, Akeno is in a state of deep shock over Issei's death. All the while she sits in the Gremory Palace with a dispassionate face and only shakes off the shock when she is comforted by her father. The entire club goes to the world of humans to meet the creator of the devil spawn system, Ayuka Beelzebub, to inspect his devil spawn. They are completely surprised to meet the old Mao faction and the heroes there, who try to form an alliance with Ajuka, but to which he adamantly disagrees and deprives the members of the old Mao faction of their lives, leaving Siegfried to the Grimora team. However, Akeno, like the rest of the girls, is incapable of using all her strength until Issei's devil spawn begins to glow and transmits his feelings to the entire team, allowing everyone to regain the will to fight. She then reveals the bracelet given to her by Azazel and Barakiel, which increases her holy lightning powers and gives her 6 black wings. Later, she supports Zenobia and Irina in their fight against Jean. At the end of the volume, along with Yut and Issei, she is officially promoted to middle-class devil, and like the rest of the girls, demands that the resurrected Issei take her on a date. The legend The Legend of Oppai the Dragon and the Merry Company. In the 14th volume, along with the rest of the club, she meets with the magician's representative, Mephistopheles, about making contracts with the wizards. He also helps Rias master her new attack. After the exiled wizards and the Chaos Brigade kidnap 3 first graders, Akeno, along with the club and student council, takes part in a battle against the opponents and frees the captives. During the battle, the girl reveals her new attack, which is dragon-shaped lightning. She later meets the person responsible for the event, Euclid Luciferius, who then summons Grendel, with whom Issei fights a fierce duel. Trivia: Akeno's BWH, bust, waist, hips, is 102/60/89 cm. Her height is 168 centimeters, and her weight is 54 kilograms. Her breasts thus have the largest girth in the entire series. Akeno has larger breasts than her mother, because of the blood of fallen angels. As Azazel mentions in Volume 8, fallen angels have seductive bodies. This seems to be confirmed by the characters of Reynare and Calawarner, who are fallen angeluses of pure blood. Admittedly, there are exceptions, such as Middlet, who is just taking on female form. This suggests that the development rate depends on the individual. Azazel said that Akeno, even for a fallen angel, can be exceptionally tempting with her body. Her name Himejima means princess of the island. Akeno inherited masochistic tendencies from her father and sadistic tendencies from her mother.
お会いしたいと、お姉さん。